Hi guys, thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how you can separate in-game voice chat from the game audio. So let's start from with the fundamentals. Why should you do this, or why do you need this at all? Well, basically there are two things or two explanations why. First one is if you want to record your gameplay and then later do some highlights, if you and your friends are using in-game voice chat, you are unable to, mute them or remove them from the recording. So that's why you would like to have those two tracks separated. The best thing what you can do is you can separate your own mic, but then all your friends and their voice chat will be on the main track together with the game, so you again accomplished nothing. Other explanation or reason could be because you are a streamer and also you wanna separate your friends or voice chat from the main game sound. Of course, you can use some additional software such as Discord or TeamSpeak to separate voice chat from the game audio. But unfortunately, since the Warzone is a cross-play game, all your friends which are playing on PlayStation will not be able to, join your Discord. Therefore, we need, or at least I needed to find a solution how to separate those, and I have found one which is not perfect, but it works pretty good. So back to the fundamentals, as I was saying, basically this works probably for any game, but I specifically did tested it for Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone. So imagine, or let's say we have a game, in this case Warzone, and we are dealing with game sound and voice chat, which are actually track number one if we for the game. The best what we can achieve is we can put a separate track our microphone. We can do that by using OBS or some other recording software. In my case, I have a GeForce graphic card, therefore I have GeForce Experience. If I go to audio options, I can choose should recording contain a single track or two tracks. So if I choose a single track, the whole game and my microphone will be under one single audio track. If I choose separate both tracks, that means that the recording software will separate game sound and voice chat as track number one and my microphone as track number two. In this case, in this scenario, ignore that my source is line one. By the default, you should put here your physical microphone or in my case headset microphone, but since I have figured out how to separate all three, I'm using line 1. As I said, we would like or we want, our goal is to separate game sound from the voice chat and mic, and the best ideal solution or option would be to separate all three and to have track number one game sound, track number two voice chat and mic. In my case, I'm really more than satisfied with just separating game sound and voice. It's kind of easier for me later to edit sounds, and I'm using GeForce Experience to capture my gameplay since it gives me less performance drop. I don't even feel that the game is being recorded. If I'm using OBS, I really feel that the computer is, doing something in the background and that the game responsiveness is not the same. Therefore, this option is just fine with me. Let's go and let me show you how you can accomplish that. So what you will need to have is Voicemeeter to accomplish this. You can go to their website, which is vb-audio.com, and look for the Voicemeeter. As I'm familiar, there are three versions of Voicemeeter. One is called, let me check. One is called Voicemeeter, which is a basic one. You have two hardware inputs and one virtual input and two hardware outputs. To accomplish this, you basically need two virtual inputs and one hardware input. So either you're gonna use this basic version and then you're gonna install additional driver for virtual input, which can then turn hardware input into the virtual input. I'm using this as well, but in a potato version. So you have a banana version, which is actually exactly what you need without any additional software or drivers. And in my case, since I'm dealing with the streaming, I wanted the best available option and solution. You can purchase this. The price is really not so big, so take a look. It's really worth it. You have 30, I believe, 30 days trial, and then you have a full version. So this is Voicemeeter Potato, and as I said, you need two virtual inputs and one hardware input. So let's focus on those and ignore everything else. I'm gonna focus on virtual input, okay, and I'm gonna take this one, which is called Voicemeeter aux, okay. I'm gonna call this Windows, and then I'm gonna go to Windows Sound Settings. Okay, I'm gonna go to Advanced Options, or you can use it here, but I like Advanced Options more. And then I'm gonna choose, or you're gonna choose, as default Windows output to be that same virtual input that you chose. In this case, I'm choosing Voicemeeter aux. So here, I'm gonna choose Voicemeeter aux. Just ignore this VAIO, focus on the first. I'm not sure why on my computer it's showing like this, because it's really confusing between this and this one. That means that every default sound game application will be played through the Voicemeeter aux, or the sound will be rerouted to that virtual input. If the sound is not going to my headphones, but instead it's going to the virtual output, where it ends up. Basically, in the Voicemeeter, those A buttons are actually hardware outputs. So what we need to set, or what you need to set, is to set A1 to your physical audio device. In my case, that's a headset. So I've set it to headset. For me to be able to hear any sound, I need to check on that channel A1. In terms of how it works, all sound, or all Windows sound, are being redirected to Voicemeeter aux, and then from the Voicemeeter aux, the sound is going out to my headphones. After that, we are gonna start Modern Warfare. Okay. Now, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare appeared as an app. What we are gonna do, by default, you have here default. Instead of default, which is Voicemeeter aux, we're gonna choose Voicemeeter VAIO, okay? So choose Voicemeeter VAIO, and then the sound is being redirected to the Voicemeeter VAIO. For this to apply properly, you need to restart the game. Okay, so after restarting game, this is what we get. Basically, what you can hear now is you can hear sound effects as a thunderstorm and a menu effect, but you actually don't hear background music. I can hear it on my headphones because it's rerouted here. So what we are gonna do in this case is we're gonna reroute the copy of my microphone and game voice to a virtual output. In my case, I'm using A5, which is line 1 virtual output, and that's why you can find in my GeForce Experience audio settings as a microphone source line 1. That means that the GeForce Experience will record as a track number 1 game audio, and track number 2 it will record line 1 output. And as I said, line 1 output will be my mic, A5 is line 1 output, and game voice. Also, for me to be able to hear this live, I'm gonna need to adjust my OBS settings. I already added line 1 as an audio input, and if I enable A5 here, you're gonna hear my voice twice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna I disabled now my original OBS mic, and if I enable A5, you're gonna hear sound, basically music. That's what I was saying. I was able to separate game audio from in-game voice. However, I wasn't able to separate game music, meaning that the game music or background game music has been separated together with the voice in-game, which is not a big deal for me because I can go to the audio options and I can set the music volume to 5. This is 100. This is 5. This is enough for me for my recordings or for my streams to have a background music and still to be able to clearly hear in-game voice chat. If you want to disable, complete music, you can just hit 0 and then you will have only voice chat separated. So guys, this is how you can separate in-game voice from the game audio. Once again, you will need Voicemeeter, which is a virtual audio mix console. As a first step, you will need to set your Windows audio output device to be your virtual input device from the Voicemeeter. In my case, that's Voicemeeter aux. It's Voicemeeter aux. Then you are gonna launch a game. Once you launch the game, you go to advanced audio settings. On the default settings for the game, Modern Warfare, you will choose your second virtual input device. In my case, that's Voicemeeter VAIO. You're gonna restart the game, and then in Voicemeeter, you're gonna reroute mic channel and game voice channel. You're gonna reroute to the virtual output. In my case, this is line 1, and then you can set those virtual outputs to be inputs in your recording software. So guys, this is my first tutorial. I hope it wasn't so bad, and hopefully it will help you and many others accomplishing this, your future endeavors. Thank you for watching.